The Preacher and the Porn Star with Preacher John and Raquel Devine. Only on LA Talk Radio.
We are so glad you've joined us tonight. You have just joined Preacher and the Porn Star with Raquel Devine and, who am I?
Preacher John.
I'm Preacher John. And this is the No Judgment Zone. And I wanted just to emphasize this for a moment. You know, there's talk about acceptance, there's talk about tolerance. Tolerance is like, I'm going to put up with you even though I don't like you, right? But acceptance is, I'm going to appreciate you for who you are and all that you have, where you've come from, and all the attributes that made you. I'm going to love you right where you're at, and I'm just looking for the same in return. It's not my job to judge you. It's not my job to say what you do is right or wrong. It's my job to love you. Now, I may not want to do that myself.
But it's okay.
That's okay. You may not want to do what I do. That's okay too. But you can still appreciate and love people and care about them. And that, you know, tolerance has been a big word over the last decade, but I really don't like it because, again, it sounds like I'm just going to put up with you.
I'm putting up with you.
I don't like you. But I'm going to accept you as you are, and I care about you. So that's what's really important. That's what we're about, and we wanted to invite you into our show tonight. And we've got some great guests. We have got Nina L., and she is an adult film actress and model, and as you can see, she is lovely. Smoking hot.
Butter me up, butter me up.
And we're so glad that she's with us to share her life and some things about what she's going and doing right now and some things, activities that are coming up.
Some cool promo.
Yeah. Maybe some secrets that nobody knows.
Woo! We're going to pull them out.
And also, we have Eric Root, who is really an amazing hairdresser of the golden age of Hollywood. He's got a wonderful history of actors and actresses that he has known and done their hair.
Pun intended.
And politically.
And political people, right? Yes. That's right. And, of course, number one being the late, great Lana Turner.
That's right.
And if you don't know who that is, YouTube, or rather Google Lana, because she was it back in the 60s and 70s and even into the 80s. Falcon Crest.
Exactly. Falcon
right?
Crest, yeah.
amazing.
Jane Wyman, the producer.
Yeah. So plus he's an author, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his upcoming
big project coming up, which
blockbuster.
we would like to plant some seeds of, you know, who's going to be in this major mini series that's going to be coming out with this man's life story of so much scandal and intrigue.
So before we go into our interviews tonight, we want to say also that this is kind of a PG/R-rated show. It's for adults. It's adult entertainment. And that means we're going to be talking about some stuff that you really don't want your kids around the computer or on your phone.
Get out of here, kid.
We don't know for certain what's going to be said, but if it is said and it kind of offends you, we're warning you now. Okay? So with that, we want to also say that you can call in your questions. We have the phone number right there on the screen. Feel free to give us a call. Ask questions to Mr. Root. Ask questions to Ms. L. And or Preacher John or Raquel. We're open for questions and comments. Excited to hear from you today. Also, we want to thank our sponsor, which you can see right there, is Schultz Strong. It's a anti-aging sports nutrition website. You can go to schultzstrong.com, get all of your anti-aging face cream, products that are anti-aging, also great sports nutrition. We've got a few right here, Nature's Optimal Nutritional Liquid. We also have the 250 Gaspari, which is a pre-workout. I'm on some right now. It's awesome. And also high
You're
octane.
on it right now.
And some, if you have a poo-poo attitude, this is a great product because it's called Sculpting Cleanse, and it just cleans everything out. So these are just a few of the many products we have on schultzstrong.com. And if you want a special discount, then what you have to do is you have to instant message us on on Preacher and the Porn Star Facebook. Instant message us, and we'll give you the special code to give you a discount up to 20% in free shipping on all your products. So with that, we are excited tonight to start off with Mr. Eric Root, one of the leading authorities on the golden era of Hollywood. And this is an exclusive interview.
Yes.
He's come out. It's been And your movie.
And his movie.
And
Matthew
this is,
McConaughey.
you're going to tell us all about it. and this is an
He's
exclusive
watching right tonight.
interview.
He's watching right now. Hi, Matthew.
Hey, Matthew, what's happening, man?
We
Hello,
love
my
you.
friend. Hello, my
And-
friend.
And this has been 3 years since you've done anything on interviews. He's coming out for
This is an
us.
exclusive.
So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Raquel to start with the questions, and this should be a lot of fun. So
Okay. Well, I have been a huge fan of Lana Turner's for years.
Really?
Yes. And I am a big fan of a lot of the stars from the golden era. And I just think it's so important for us to keep them alive, to keep,
Thank
you know,
you.
revisiting their movies. And there's so many good classics. And there's was so much. I love film noir and I love all that intrigue. And the best part about Lana Turner is she took her life from the movies and brought it to real life, because a lot of you may know this or may not know this. You were embroiled in some secrets that Lana Turner shared with you. Lana Turner was dating a very famous gangster in 1958, Johnny Stampolani.
Stampanado.
Stampanato.
Good
Johnny.
Irish name.
It sounds very Chinese.
Johnny
doesn't it?
Stampanato. And, you know, he beat the shit out of her all the time. It was an abusive relationship. You know, that's how it was, right?
Who told you that?
I read it. I saw it, looked at it, read it. You know those gangsters.
Slapped her in the face a few
Boom.
times.
But you know, like the old movies, you know, if a woman got out of line, you popped her and you
Right.
said, you know,
Exactly.
stop it.
Stop it, baby.
Stop it, baby.
Or it's stop it, or I want more.
Or, you know, like the girl would throw the water in the guy's face and say, I'm
Right.
done. I'm out of here.
Right.
So
And today it's online and people pay for it.
Exactly. Exactly. We like to be roughed up. So in 1958, Lana said her 14-year-old daughter killed and stabbed her boyfriend. However, there was no fingerprints on the knife. None. So Lana calls the police. After she calls her attorney and all her people come there and stage the scene. But never would she admit that she killed Johnny until she confided in you.
Well, I won't extend the information because it will be in my movie.
Okay.
And I can't.
The details.
Or some of the information.
Yes.
Because if I do that, then my movie will not, people will already know, and they will come and see my story because they want to know the secret.
Exactly.
And I have the secret.
Oh, he's got all the juice. Because if any female knows, you confide a lot of stuff in your hairdresser, and Eric has done everybody who's the who's who of legendary Hollywood, and they all confided in him. And you were Lana's personal hairdresser for what, 25 years?
I've been her escort personal hairdresser for 27 years.
27 years.
Yes, uh-huh.
You got a lot of information.
Oh, and well, the question is the Pope Jewish?
Is he?
No.
He's not. He's not. Okay, so
Okay.
you have been around the regal who's who of Hollywood.
Yes.
If you were to give a dinner party
Uh-huh.
with guests, living or dead,
Uh-huh.
who would attend and why?
Oh, wow. Okay, who would attend? You mean
Male or female?
both?
Yeah. Who would you want?
Okay, a dinner party. I used to give dinner parties, and I would say if I'm going to give a dinner party, it's not because I'm giving it because of a name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it because these guys are my friends.
Would you have Marilyn Monroe there? There's you.
In about 3 seconds.
Yeah. I love
'Cause
her.
She loved me.
And Nina, you
And-
look a lot like Marilyn.
I love her. She is one of my biggest idols.
Right?
This woman,
Well,
she.
show her the picture.
Look at
Oh my God.
this is you. This is you.
Gorgeous.
I mean,
What a
hottie,
babe.
hottie.
Now you met
So-
somebody.
Have you've done her hair before?
I've done
Yeah.
everything about her.
Oh my God.
And look at
I am starstruck right now.
Look at Eric
Oh, you
when
bet.
he, like a little young
my
hottie.
God. Come
Yeah.
here.
He's like, oh, I'm taking some of that. Here's
Oh, honey,
here's
look at
Eric
these friends.
and his first girlfriend.
And that was the.
Beautiful.
And tell the story about that.
So
Gorgeous.
She killed herself.
Eric was a famous dancer in New York, and look at him. and tall blonde Ken Barbie doll, and she loved him. And when he told her, I'm just not into you, she killed herself, jumped out of the window of her.
Well, not into her as far as sexual, because I did have a preference at the time.
Right.
Because I am bisexual, or I were bisexual. I don't. Rock Hudson told me, and he was my client, if you are going to expose yourself as a gay person, do it in good timing. I think this is good timing, but I'm not going to discuss it because it's private, and I'm very private about my life.
So when you do your movie, which we were talking on the way up here, I think it should be a mini series because there's so much information with your life. We're discussing having Matthew McConaughey play you, which perfect.
And the name of the movie,
And the name of the movie is
The Crowning Glory.
The Crowning Glory.
And I've got already a part for her.
She should be Marilyn.
I've got a part for her.
God.
I love
Yeah.
that.
excited now.
Thank you, God. God is so good.
Ooh, sweet baby
He
Jesus.
gives- God gives me a gift of discernment. When I saw her, and I just met her 10 minutes
I know,
ago.
and I didn't connect you to Marilyn until I saw you in person,
Oh,
right?
sweetie, I have the makeup people that can make her look like when she walks in a
Oh my
door,
God.
you are going to drop dead thinking it is Marilyn.
Oh my God, that would be
Yes.
a dream come true.
Because I'm looking at your
Watch me.
eyes.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
She is gorgeous, man.
Yes.
I could turn heterosexual for her.
You are turning. He's
I feel
turning.
you turning by the minute.
I know. I mean, I can already see this is going to be a long mini series. This is going to be a
No,
long.
honey, it's just going to be long.
It's just going to be long.
Just long.
Just
Long.
long.
Are we talking about the same thing?
Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are. I'm going to tell you what. I think if you weren't a hairdresser, you would have been in the adult industry. I could see this.
You
couldn't you?
definitely. Definitely.
He's a performer.
Let me
he
think
is.
about it.
He's quite a performer.
3 seconds.
3 seconds, he'd be in it.
3 seconds.
Because you were a performer.
Oh,
You are.
well,
he dances.
you
You,
mean-
do
You
hair.
mean under the sheets or on the sheets?
Both. Oh,
Both.
and his partner that sadly passed away from a brain tumor. Holy cow! Those two were like
Wow.
two Ken dolls. Gorgeous.
Thank
you
you,
blonde,
honey. Thank
him
you.
brunette. I
Thank
mean,
you.
gorgeous. And that was the love of his life for 10 years. Oh, and a lot of people don't know this, but when Charles Manson did his stupid killings with Sharon Tate's people in 1969,
My birthday party.
that was Eric's birthday party, which was August 9th.
Oh my God.
And he sent his fellow hairdresser to go do Sharon's hair. She wanted Eric to do her hair that night.
Jay Springer.
I mean,
Wow.
you would be dead right now.
I would not be sitting here.
You would not be
Oh, my
sitting
goodness.
here.
He was busy in New
I just
York,
got
you said.
goosebumps.
Busy
I
in New
was
York.
I was busy in Chicago.
Chicago.
Because I had a clientele, they're very wealthy clientele, and I'm making lots of money. Spend it more, made lots, but spent it more than I made.
You had
but I
fun.
had to go to Chicago, and Sharon Tate. It was a surprise party, and she knew I did not want a surprise party, but she did it anyway. So I couldn't arrive. I said, Sharon, I can arrive. Well, I held a guilt trip for months after, and you know the rest.
Well, look, I want to help some people struggling out there right now, Eric.
Yeah.
There is a lot of youth, whether they're in their early teens or up in maybe their 40s or even 50s right now, struggling with their identity and coming out. What would you tell somebody out there right now that is struggling with coming out and owning their identity? What would you say to them right now?
Coming out. When you say coming out, that could be different terms. Coming out how?
Being proud
Of the way they are.
who you
Of
are.
who we are.
Yes.
Okay, I
right.
would say, and your question again?
Like when you, if you could talk to your younger self or anybody out there
Yeah.
right now that's struggling with being honest about their
Ask
sexual
God
identity.
to give you a gift of discernment.
Mm-hmm.
Do I or do I not? Because God has answered all of my prayers in all the years. That's why I am giving this interview, because I am here. I'm alive. I have survived. And if I talk about it, I'll get emotional.
Right.
Because God saved my life.
Yeah.
Many, many times. I know this is the first session. We will have another one. But because my life was just too involved.
Right.
But it's not negative. My life was negative and not negative. So I can only say to you that God has been good to me. So what you do is, it's not a religious thing. It's just talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I this way? Why do I have to be this way? Why do I have to believe that person? Make me believe give me an answer. And that's what I said over the years, and God did.
Yeah.
So try it. It's no big deal.
So do you
man.
feel this movie that you're creating, the story that you
We'll
want to
give
share?
a message.
It's your message.
Yeah.
Yes?
Thank you.
Yes.
Sherry,
And
you're
I
reading
think
my heart, darling.
Yes.
You're reading my heart.
I hear you.
people may misunderstand this movie because they many times associate you with Lana Turner and the golden age of Hollywood
Yes.
and all the actresses. But
Right.
what they're going to see is about a person's life who had so many challenges in life, and you had to overcome. And seeking fame and seeking stardom and all the trinkets that come with it, you found that wasn't really the thing that really flipped your switch.
That really made me happy.
It was.
It didn't.
It was the people that were close to you that
It
you
was
loved.
like God called me and said, get them straight, that you are their friend.
Right.
Listen to them and be there for them. When they are negative, when they are positive, just be there for them. And I did it.
So
and I'm glad I did.
This movie shows the challenges that many of the actors and actresses face that no one knows about. This
Right.
heartache,
Which I
the
will tell.
sadness,
Which I will tell.
and the despair,
Yes.
and either you're up or you're down or you're
Right.
thrown out. And
Right.
he's been there, and he's going to be able to share that.
Yeah.
Plus,
Thank
his
you.
own life is seen through it, and his own personal
Right.
tragedies and triumphs in life,
you.
especially at the very end of the movie, is going to be amazing.
Thank
Right.
you.
Because
Thank
I mean,
you.
I know like all of us have situations and challenges, and I know if we share them, it only helps other people because nobody's walking on water. Nobody's living in a utopia of perfection. And, by you being brave and sharing your story, and you sharing your story, everybody has something to share and help somebody, because I know, everybody looks at you on screen and goes, "Oh, she has got this great life. Everything's so perfect." But, it's not always easy.
About you and about me.
Yeah.
It isn't.
It's not always easy,
The
but
prettier you are,
yeah.
the more they will take advantage of us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Right?
Oh, exactly. Definitely.
look
Definitely.
at you, Eric, back in the day. I mean, you
What?
had all these starlets like throwing
What are you
themselves
showing right
at you.
now? Oh,
you
me.
and
Yeah.
Marilyn.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I
You
love
know,
that picture. Gorgeous.
throwing themselves on you, and you had to deal with a lot of stuff because it's like if you rejected these women, they got mad at you. If you did this, I mean, you were almost damned if you do and damned if you don't. And a lot of times in the adult industry,
Oh, yeah.
You did that kind of movie. Well, why did you do that kind of movie? And
I think for me, it's so hard because I'm juggling my adult career and also a full-time family and a husband.
oh
So
my
it's-
gosh, wow,
It's crazy.
Wow,
See
honey.
the duplicity.
Yeah.
That we all like walk that tightrope of our careers and our personal lives,
Right.
and it's hard, to find the balance. And whether you're the CEO of a company or an actress or a person that's trying to please everybody, and I think that's the thing that we can't all please everybody, but we just need to be gracious, and like we were sharing with each other that just because we're different doesn't mean we're bad.
Exactly.
It's just we're different.
Magical words. Magical words. Magical words. Those are magical words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, Pastor John and I were at a radio show, Dr. Susie Block, that we did on Saturday.
Uh-huh.
She graduated magna cum laude from Yale. She's a published author. She's been on HBO. She's super smart. And she had one of her fellow colleagues that was a sex therapist and a marriage and family therapist and a PhD. And I thought, God, here we are in this room. We're all different. We all come from different walks of life, but we are all accepting.
Yes.
And there was no judgment there.
Yes.
Except when she pulled that damn snake out. I freaking flew out of the room. I don't like snakes. I don't like snakes at all.
I was sitting there in this little tiny sofa that's really low to the ground, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I see this snake, this orange snake that she's got wrapped around her arm, and all of a sudden I feel a breeze. And the breeze was Raquel running out of the room. I turn, and there she is. I could just see her running.
I had a panic attack outside, and I thought, here I am. I can put any snake in my mouth. I mean, and I've done a lot of different movies, but I cannot, not a real snake, I mean, right? We can do a lot of stuff in movies, but when it comes to I was like, I'm out. I mean, I can do Ron Jeremy, and I can't do a snake. And I was like, I love you, Ron Jeremy. No offense, but
what you were saying, which let's draw back to that just for a moment, is that there were different walks of life, and different types of people in there. But
All
you
different.
know what? Gosh, everybody was so kind to each other.
Yes,
Everybody was so
so
respectful
kind.
and loving, and
yeah,
you know, and this
Beautiful thing.
is
It was.
this is where I like to speak to the church and say. And I don't like to even say believers and non-believers, because that's not really true. It's the church and those who may not attend church, or the unchurched.
right.
The church needs to reach out to the unchurched and realize that there are a lot of believers out there. They just don't maybe live their life according to the way you think they should.
Right.
And they are wonderful people who need love and need you to reach out to them and embrace them and not judge them, but accept them and love them. And so they don't do everything that you do, or maybe some of the things that they do you think are frowned upon, say in this book. But Jesus taught one thing. He said, "I've not come into the world to judge the world, but I've come into the world to love the world."
Thank you.
And that's our job. He's our mentor. He is the one we're supposed to be like. So we need to love people and accept people and leave the judging part up to God, not. And whatever God is for you, I mean, it's the higher power for some of you, and I don't even want to offend you. But even interesting enough, you look up the word in Hebrew, the word Elohim, which is the name God, but it is both female and male. So some people get all bent out of shape when somebody says she is their God. Well, so what? We need to love people,
Whatever you believe,
and accept people, and realize that it's about caring and reaching out, whether you go to church or not. So what? Okay.
Exactly. I mean, like, for example, look at you. You're this beautiful woman, and this is Nina L., and you're originally from Germany.
My mother is. I
Yes?
was born in Germany. I was actually born in a Catholic hospital, and I had nuns. They were my midwife.
This is like
and
a
I was born
movie.
at the church bells on a Sunday morning when Mass was being called.
Oh my goodness.
So my grandmother, she always said I was something special. And
Oh,
I
well,
guess
you
I am.
are.
Yeah, I mean, God's
Here's to
been
something
there for me
special.
Cheers.
so many times. So like he said, God saved my life so many times.
So,
And even in this career, there's times where I laughed death in the face,
Yeah.
and I walked off, and I came out even stronger. So
how does your family feel about your career?
my mother, she is it's kind of like the army. Don't ask, don't tell. She knows what I do,
Yeah.
and she supports me, and she's always there for me. She doesn't really want to watch my scenes or really know in depth.
I get that.
Watch your what?
My scenes, my
Movie
Your
scenes.
movies.
scenes. So she doesn't want to really see those or
Right.
watch those, which is
But she
understandable.
understands you're
Yeah.
in the adult
and
industry.
she's proud of me. That I'm
She
a
still
strong.
loves you, man.
Oh yeah, no,
regardless.
definitely.
She loves you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So now
why
you're-
my mother loved me.
Exactly.
Same
the
way.
Yeah.
Unconditional love.
Yes.
Now my father, I haven't talked to him in 2 years.
Okay.
Now not because of my career as much, just because he ran off with a younger girl and she didn't want him to have any contact with his family. And
that.
that's that. So
She wants to own and smother him.
I guess.
Yeah.
Karma's gonna get him.
That's it. Idea.
you know.
Reap what you sow.
Right. Reap what you sow.
So-
the Bible says you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
It's so true.
I
Yeah.
believe it'll come back at him. So I
Exactly.
try to contact him, call him a few times. He changed his
Right.
number. So I figured,
Right.
one day he's going to be older and he's going to think about his grandchildren
Yeah.
and his children and,
Right. So what was your decision? I know you started off in as a dental hygienist. So how did you transition into the adult?
Oprah made me do it.
Serious?
Seriously.
How did that happen?
Oprah can make people do a lot of things.
You know
She
Oprah?
can.
You know Oprah?
No, I don't know her in person.
I've been on her show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Does she know your name?
No, she's an amazing woman.
Do you want to get on her
Oh
show?
my God, I would love
call
to.
her.
I think it's like a call.
Call her.
I mean, honey, when
Call
you
her.
walk on that stage, okay, come on.
Exactly.
So actually, I was watching the Oprah Channel, and it was a segment by Our America by Lisa Ling.
Yes.
And it was. Yeah, have you seen her? Yeah, it was really interesting, and it was about a couple. They were supporting their family by webcamming.
Yes. Oh, that's right. You were doing webcamming.
Yeah, and that's actually the first time I had even heard of webcamming. I didn't know what webcamming
You're like,
was.
what the heck's that?
What's it? What? I can. Ooh.
I can.
Ooh.
I can have fun.
Yeah,
And get paid.
And get paid at the same time.
Look at
so-
me. Look at me touching myself.
Woohoo.
You sound like
And the money
me.
went ching ching, and I'm like, woohoo.
Yeah.
Get paid, get paid.
Yeah.
She was. She was.
And I was having fun, and it was way better than doing the 9 to 5. I was really burned out at the
Right.
time, and just working with a bunch of dentists and here and there, and just having to be at work for so many hours and doing overtime and not getting paid
Oh,
for
yeah.
it. And I was
Not
just really-
appreciated.
not appreciated. So I was really fed up, and I'm like, this is what I went to school for, I mean, at the time I was going to school full time. I was pregnant. I was
Wow.
working, and it was a lot.
How
And
many
I'm like,
children do you have?
I have 2. Yeah.
Oh.
So I did that for a while, and then I started working in
How
the
can
medical
you
field.
have 2 with that figure?
I know. She hired him. She hired somebody to make her babies.
I mean,
Look at her.
I
Wait,
birthed
is it
both of them all
liposuction?
natural.
Is it liposuction?
No lipo.
Did you have an
no.
epidural?
No, I didn't.
No.
I don't. I'm a firm believer. I don't like.
You are a
medication.
real
I don't-
woman.
What a
Yeah.
trooper.
Honey, I don't either.
Look at those Germans.
Yeah.
Man.
It's like
Yes.
my story. A year ago, I had a surgery on my neck because I have spinal stenosis. Here I am, the image maker of Hollywood, not being able to hold scissors in my hand and dropping out, holding hair here, and scissors here, and the hair doing this, and the scissors dropping. And I was depressed for a while.
I bet.
My
That's-
family doesn't know how depressed I was, but I was, and I'm not the depressed type. You know, Taurians and Leos don't get depressed.
No.
Oh, no.
But when
Leos
we do,
are
it's
so
for good
strong, they
reason.
don't
So I know what you're
get
going
depressed
through. I know
easily.
what you're going through, what you just said, because I've been through it too. But you know what? God comes to us, and He will straighten things out.
Oh, yeah,
That's
he-
all
he
we have
straightened
to
so many
do
things
is
out
let
for
tell
me.
you. I use the term in my interviews, and I've done interviews with Larry King, Oprah Winfrey. I'm gonna drop names. And
I'm gonna drop some
Drop
names.
them.
and I will tell you what works. You use two initials, GT, God's timing.
Yeah.
Let him just pray, and he'll answer.
Oh, I pray every night.
I know
Actually,
you
You have such a good spirit. I can
pray every
tell.
night. I
Look at
actually-
her.
I have a cross tattooed, and it's just so I don't forget where my
Oh,
heart is,
she's
and I don't lose
sweet.
myself.
Because see, what is so important about having you
Look
on
at
this
this.
show is so many people think adult stars have no spirituality and that we're just, nymphomaniacs and we're sex crazed and all that stuff. And I think it's so neat having you, Nina, show your heart. You're a mother, you're a wife, you're a daughter. And just because you do the adult movies as your career doesn't define you.
No.
That's right.
And on that note, you mentioned that
It
you
frees
were,
me from a lot of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
autonomy is a lot more alive, I'm sure, in your life and prevalent. But you mentioned that when you were born in a Catholic church, is that, or in a Catholic hospital?
Yes.
And you heard the bells ringing, right? when you
My
were-
grandmother and my
Oh,
mother
my gosh.
said that the bells were ringing
Isn't that awesome?
for Mass, Sunday Mass.
Now, were
and-
you raised Catholic? Or-
My mother, she's Protestant, and my father was Catholic.
Okay.
So my mother, she was actually from French descent, and they fled France because the Protestants got prosecuted in France. So that's how they ended up in Germany. So I was kind of raised both. I'm more Protestant now. Just,
Right.
You know, 'cause sometimes I think Catholic is
Too rigid.
too, yeah,
Formality,
and
too
to me, like they
form.
worship the Pope a little too much.
Right.
I don't know if I
Yes.
should be saying that,
No,
but I feel like
it's okay.
if you read the Bible and Bible passages, you shouldn't worship any other figure.
You guys listen
know.
to this woman
Ru-
talking about what
You-
the Bible says? You
Yes.
think she doesn't know anything about the scriptures?
No, I
there?
do.
Listen.
You
Yeah,
know,
and they're just a little too friendly with the Pope for
Sweetie,
me. So
can I comment?
yeah.
We're talking right now about religion. I don't think life is religion. I think life is love.
Oh,
And
yeah.
life is God. And you've just expressed that.
Yeah.
Because we don't talk about Catholic, born again, Protestant. We talk about love. And
That's the biggest thing.
That's it.
Love.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of love, Halloween is coming up.
That's love.
Speaking of love, and this is kind of exciting because Nina, you're going to be hosting the AVN
Yes.
Porn Star Halloween party in Las Vegas, October 30th
wow.
and 31st.
So excited.
And
wow.
oh my God, you guys can go buy tickets at avnhalloween.com. So tell us about this party.
So this is actually the first year that AVN is doing this. This is the
Yeah.
first time thing. And if anybody knows anything about the adult industry at all, they know that AVN is like a
Huge.
big deal. It's like the Grammys of the adult industry.
Yes.
And so this is their Halloween party, and I'm going to be hosting it. So I'm
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
What are you going to dress up as?
It's 2 nights, and since I am German, the first night I'm going,
Lederhosen?
No, I'm going to be a
Dracula.
no, I'm.
It'd be
Marilyn.
This is terrible. I'm going to be a
Marilyn.
German World War II officer.
Oh!
Oh, how?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Talk about controversy.
A worldwide?
A World War II officer.
Okay, so you're not going to say the word Nazi.
No, because I'm not.
Right.
No.
Oh, you're not going to say the
You
word.
were
Oh,
a
you're
good.
not.
She was a good German.
She's a
that,
good German.
That there
Or-
was Nazis that were there, but she wasn't one of the
I wasn't.
Nazis.
My grandfather, he actually fought in the war. But
Aw.
I do not condone any of that. It's in my heritage. but
Right.
I don't, you
Right.
know. Everybody's got their skeletons in
Wow.
their
So
closet.
it's going to be a big party, right?
Yeah, and the second night, I'm actually going to be the fallen angel, the black angel, because I have a feature movie. It's called The Archangel.
That's
Yes.
right.
Oh, that's right. Because
Yeah.
like some of your
know?
movies
I
that
know,
are
yeah,
know?
yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen the
You
advertisements.
because we
Yeah.
saw at Art is it
Don't
Archangel
disclose any more than that.
and you have when is your movie coming out?
Oh, it's been out. It
Oh, it's
came
been
out
out.
last January. Actually, during the AVNs, it
She
came
had a
out.
feature. She had the feature role in it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was all my movie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Her, it was
it-
her movie.
It
yeah.
was what I dreamt up, the cast, the
that's
location,
awesome.
everything.
Wow.
The producer, Mind Freak, he just basically held the camera and he let me have full reign of it.
She was all
So-
decked
Come
out
on.
in black and these huge black wings.
Wings.
Naughty
yeah.
wings.
Yeah.
Her naughty wings were spread.
And that it was a very it was actually
They
a
were.
very, very big movie for me, and just being the Archangel was a big deal because
yeah.
that year before I had some things happen to me that was very dark for me that year, and I kind
Oh.
of felt like the fallen angel of the industry.
Right.
So it's a
Symbolic.
very symbolic movie for me. and a
Yeah.
symbolic thing, yeah.
You had to like free yourself and move forward and okay, and then the other big party you're doing is January 23rd.
Yes.
For Adult Entertainment Expo.
The La
It's the
Chata.
white
The
party.
white party. Yeah. The La
And you get
Chata
to wear
white party.
like all white and
Mhm,
anybody
we
can
know,
go, right?
Anybody can go, so my fans can come party with me, and anybody that wants to come out and meet me, I'll be hosting that. And it's a big deal for the AVNs. It's like the party at the
And
AVN.
since you're on it right now, how can they get information about it? Is there a website they can go to?
Well, yeah, the AVN website,
AVN.com.
and then
And the Adult
Yeah.
Entertainment Expo website.
yeah, that one, and then there's also another website just for the Halloween party. I don't know exactly.
avnhalloween.com.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
one.
avnhalloween.com.
I
Yes,
want to
you
make
got
sure
it, you
people
got
can
it.
have access.
And if you want to see Nina in her most recent DVDs, they're Elegant Angels Super Squirt 6.
Like a
Are you?
Well, they
Are you?
have a lot of squirt guns
Are you a
on the
squirter?
set.
Yes, I'm
They
a
have a
squirter.
lot of, they have a lot of
I
squirt.
don't always squirt, but when I squirt a lot.
Wow, good for you. She's a squirter, people.
I
And if you
am.
don't know what squirting is, I want you to get this movie, and you will learn a lot about the female anatomy, because not everybody has
Either
that.
that or go to
special
Toys
gland.
R Us and look at the water section.
Super
A
squirt.
lot of
Super
squirt
soaker.
guns and super soakers, right.
Good for you, Nina.
Exactly.
Gosh, she's gorgeous and she squirts. Okay, so zero tolerance, banging the boss 4, and are you the boss?
I am the boss. Yes.
Ooh, are you like kitten with the whip? Ooh, get over here.
Yeah, I
Yes,
made
thank you.
I made Tommy Pistol beg for his job.
I love
he
that.
actually started crying and sobbing
Oh.
and uncontrollably spitting on himself.
Yeah. See, I like that when the woman is strong and
I love playing those roles. I'm always the dominant.
get on
one.
your knees.
It's a German
That's
in
the
me or
German in
something.
her, yeah.
I mean, it's a Taurus.
yeah.
Taurus and the German.
Okay, combination.
And
course.
Lexington Steel MILF POV. So you wrapped your big mouth.
Yeah, I was kind of
around-
like like an anaconda. I kind of had to like dislocate
Right?
my jaw, like. Okay, I'm ready now.
right? I know. It is like sucking an arm. Okay,
And actually,
Lexington.
I have a new one just came out. It's a feature movie. I don't know if you have it on there. It's for Digital Playground.
No.
It's Hot Chicks, Big Fangs too. It's just in time for Halloween.
Aw.
And it's a vampire movie. And this movie, I honestly, I was on set for almost 24 hours.
Are you sucking
Yeah.
with teeth?
I had teeth. No, I was sucking without teeth.
Oh, but
then
you put them on.
Okay, so I was sucking without teeth.
You were doing what with that?
Sucking.
Oh, I love that word.
Sucking.
And so then I killed him. I bit him. I killed him.
Ooh.
And then they put the fangs on me.
Oh.
They're actually
Oh
like
my God.
veneers.
Yeah, yeah.
hmm And I had white contacts in.
Ooh, you looked all
scary.
spooky.
Yeah,
And what's
it
the
was-
name of this movie?
Hot Chicks, Big Fangs.
Hot Chicks
Yeah.
Big Fangs.
It was very tedious because they actually had a green screen behind us. So they
Yeah.
made us poof and appear and fly. And
Ooh.
kinds
And now,
of
who's
stuff.
the?
We had to get you in a major movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know
Not these
she.
novelty things.
She
Okay,
needs.
you start. No.
she needs more.
She needs a connection. I am the connection.
Well, I was gonna
Okay.
say
Are you
she
sitting
is
here
Marilyn.
listening to this? Come on, get over it.
I mean,
You're
sucking's
wasting-
great,
You're
but-
wasting your time.
But you know
Okay.
what? She is Marilyn. I can see. I see
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
She
I know
is.
that.
I want Marilyn hair, Marilyn makeup, and a Marilyn dress. I want
Yeah,
that.
that's who you should be for
Amazing.
Halloween.
You're out
I
there,
should.
producers
I
and
thought of that,
directors
Sherry.
and
Yeah.
writers.
Yes.
There
Well,
you go.
I thought of that too, honestly.
Seriously.
But everybody was like, "Are you gonna be the archangel? You're gonna be the."
No, you need to
Okay.
be
Where's that
Marilyn.
picture of Marilyn and I?
Oh, she needs to be Marilyn.
Okay.
Look at this.
Gorgeous
Okay. Now
woman.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign this to you.
Oh,
Oh yes.
no, no!
Honey, this
I
is-
couldn't.
Babe, why?
Yes.
I couldn't. Because
Yes.
It's like so.
He will.
He
love
wants
do
you
it.
to have that.
You think
It's-
this is the original?
It's more blessed to give than
It
it is
looks
to
very
receive.
It is.
I mean, I'm signing it to you.
It
Oh my
is.
God.
Does anybody have a marker?
I have a pen.
This means so much
I have a
to me.
pen.
I don't
So
have
now,
a-
now tell us, Nina, what are your goals for 2016? What do you got cooking?
Spell your first name.
It's Nina.
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 Mm-hmm.
Nina.
Thank you.
L-E-L-L-E.
Nina.
Nina. So what's going on for
N-I-N-A.
2016?
N right here. I right here.
He's like,
I.
I thought
What's
that.
I?
Right.
N-I. Yeah, right.
N-A.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, for 2016, I did so much these last couple of years. You know, I started. I started out as only a girl performer, so then I started shooting boy-girl. I started shooting IR. I did my feature movie. So I.
Oh, an IR for people
Oh.
out there is interracial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, why should you get paid more for this?
I know, it's so stupid.
But whatever.
Yeah.
You know? Oh my God. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, look how sweet.
Thank you.
Such a giver. He's giving her an exclusive Marilyn Monroe photograph. Love it.
I love this lady. I mean, who
Thank you,
gives a
thank you
shit
so
about
much.
that?
I know. Oh my God. It's like, it's freaky how
my
much you
God.
look like her.
You know,
This is
thank you.
amazing.
Thank you, Eric, for introducing me.
Richard John.
Wow. I'm going to cherish this. I'm
I
going
mean,
to
know.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna hang this
you know what's so
up in
funny? I just called him my
bedroom.
name.
It's like looking in a mirror.
Pastor John.
It's like looking in a mirror.
Pastor John, I was looking in a mirror and I was getting turned on with myself. And
I need a cam show. I need to touch
I'm gonna show
myself.
this off here.
oh God,
Oh, look how good
isn't
that
that
is.
lovely?
Oh my God, it's freaky.
Right?
It is.
Crazy.
You are so.
This is amazing. This means so much.
And I'll
to me.
have the people to do you all up.
Oh my God.
And we'll get together. I'll get your number. And
Yes.
because
Yeah,
Right now
we'll
we
exchange
are
those
in
digits.
the casting process. So I'll let you know.
Okay.
Well, she's got the
I let
boobies.
Pastor John know.
Oh, yeah, I do.
And,
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
and Sherry. So everything takes time.
Yeah.
So if you've got patience, you need to get out of that other novelty movies. I mean, if those
He wants you on the big
enjoying
screen.
I mean, if those
It's fun.
novelty movies are paying your bills, then do them. But if you want
all
to be a
fun.
star, stick with me.
There we
Ooh,
go.
He said it. Ooh. I actually got casted for a Rob Zombie movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you?
Mhm,
When did you
and-
start that?
I just found out a couple days ago. So I should be getting the information from Erica, my PR lady.
What are you
soon.
gonna do?
I'm probably gonna be the big blonde that gets slaughtered.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
It's I guess I'm somebody's girlfriend, and he's the Valley Killer, and he comes to my house and confesses. And
Had sex
So-
with you, and your boobs are out, and you're like, stop, run.
no, there's not gonna be a sex
What?
because
Yeah,
it's a
because
mainstream,
it's a mainstream movie.
Yeah.
How's the money sound?
Pretty good. I mean, there's
Wow.
no exact, but to me, I'm a big horror fan.
Me
love,
too.
Oh my God, I
Yeah, I
love
read
horror
that about
movies.
you.
I
Me
mean,
too.
You too? Oh my
Yes.
God, girl.
She does Netflix and physical fitness in her spare time.
Yeah, I do. I love
You
scary
know, yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
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 What's your favorite? What's your favorite
My
scary movie?
absolute, I love all the Faces of Death. They're not really a movie, but I had the whole series of them and I collected them. I was really fascinated
Yeah.
with that. And of course, the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh my
the first
God.
one. Oh my God, Leatherface. Woo.
Wow. Look at her. She goes, that's how I got into cam shows.
But that's a true story, right?
Yes, in
And that's
Waco.
why
Yeah.
I love anything that's true. That's
Yeah,
why
that's
That's
what
true.
fascinated
I
me
watch
so much.
Forensics Files.
Me too.
Every
Yeah,
night
yeah.
because I love it because you know what? You know the damn ending. You know who did it, why they did it.
Yes.
Yeah. So interesting. And Girls and Corpses I'll be into. The magazine Girls and Corpses.
Wow, you're serious. You're like in the serious gore.
I am so,
Now,
yeah.
how do you juggle all that with being married and having 2 kids? Is that a challenge at times?
Well, my son, he really shares the love for gore with me.
How old is he?
He's 12,
Oh.
but
Oh.
he's so big
I
into
thought you were 14.
I know. She doesn't look old enough.
Did you have him when he was 6?
No, I was old. I was 23 when I had
Oh my
him, so
gosh.
I was already
Look at her.
pretty old.
I was
That
old
was
at
last
23.
month, right? That was
So that
last
makes
month.
you about 35?
Yeah.
She looks, and you know, it was so
It's
funny
your
because
secret.
you were saying,
I-
what is a MILF?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
don't
she
look
said
at the
she
beat.
she said that
Your
the
age? Let me guess.
oh,
Is-
here we go.
Don't say this.
Okay.
oh,
I'm
he
gonna go- I'm
won't.
gonna
That's,
guess.
it's part of the
I
I
secret.
would say
Whisper in my ear.
He just wants you to get close.
he
to
just
him.
wants you to
He's still
whisper
debating about his sexuality.
in a tongue and
Okay.
59.
yeah.
59?
Oh, lovers,
59.
lovers. He love it. Oh, he's just
He's
like
gonna
an.
tell you.
mhm.
No way!
Oh, it's-
no! What do
mhm.
you eat for breakfast?
see.
I won't tell you their name.
He's also I think he's also channeled Peter O'Toole.
And is he a DILF? He's a dad. I'd like.
He's a DILF.
He's a DILF.
That
And
I'd
you're
like to
milk.
fool around with. That's
Dad,
the
I'd like to fool with.
I'm honest.
Here.
I had to be out because she was the Adam's lost.
Oh,
My new friend.
your new best friend.
So-
For
So-
introducing me to her.
Thank you so much.
She's so beautiful, man. I'm gonna,
I knew.
I'm gonna,
I know. I was like, one.
Okay.
Okay, I have to put the new and improved Marilyn Monroe with you, Eric, because I knew
Marilyn is coming back to life.
Marilyn's coming back to life.
That's me.
Choking on the Jesus.
This is
Your Jesus juice.
26 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Wow.
and yeah, you have so many
It's a
incredible
YouTube one that
pictures.
you know nothing about.
Hot,
Okay.
you know. So okay, so what age is a MILF considered in the industry? Is it 30?
God, 30 in the industry. Basically, I think anything over 25 is a milk.
Right.
It's
That
a
you're a
what?
mom,
Yeah.
called? In a
But
what?
a MILF.
A MILF.
Because you're
What's that
considered
It's
one of
an
the hot
acronym-
ones.
An acronym. that
yeah, I
means mother,
guess.
I'd like
So I
to-
hear.
You're
fool
a top
around with.
MILF.
Yeah. I am a top MILF.
I like that.
I'm not bottom of
You're
the barrel
not bottom
MILF.
MILF.
No. I am a top MILF.
You are top
shelf.
MILF.
You're top.
1738.
She's Grandma,
I love
yay.
I am the grand.
And then there's also
I'm the
Gilf,
Don Perignon.
Gilf.
which is
Yes.
grandmother I'd like to fool around with.
Fool around with.
Oh
around
my
with.
God.
Fool around
The
with.
world is changing.
It
There's a lot
is.
of hot grandmas out there.
There
There
is.
is.
I mean, I would be a Gilf grandfather. I'd like.
You'd be a Gilf.
I have 2 grandkids.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
He does.
And he's only 36.
37 and a half.
And I'm 39.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a very young family.
I'm actually 21. I
Yeah.
just
I believe
turned
it.
21.
21.
You know what, guys? I
Forever
would
21.
intercept in saying that in my life and in my adventures, travel all over the world with all the very important people, I have to tell you, age is just a number.
It's true.
Because I have friends that are 40 that look 90.
Wow.
And I've got friends that are 70
that look
that look 40.
right.
So
Or
the-
mentally act.
mentally, spiritually,
True.
physically.
True.
You know, Sherry, that's it.
And on that note, so grateful for both of you to be
Yes.
here.
Awesome.
You guys are awesome. We want to do this again real soon.
So Nina L, which is the new and improved Marilyn Monroe, and
Yes.
our Eric Root, which is coming out with a big miniseries with Matthew
Called
McConaughey,
Crowning Glory.
Crowning Glory,
yeah.
exactly like his crown
Like
of
his
glory.
Mhm.
And who do we have next
We
week?
have Nina Hartley.
Ooh,
and,
love her.
Whoa, she had a role in, some of you may not know this, 1997 in Boogie Nights. She also appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show, like our guest today, Eric Root. In 2006, she published her first book, Nina Hartley Guide to Total Sex. And this woman, I was really shocked when I saw these stats. She has produced 1,028 adult films. I mean, like acted,
been in them.
been an actress in them, and she's directed 18. So she's going to be with us next week. Also, we want to thank all of you who follow us on social media. Don't forget, Facebook is Preacher and the Porn Star. Also, our Instagram is Preacher John Raquel, and our Twitter is, again,
Preacher,
Preacher
porn star,
Yeah, Preacher Porn.
preacher porn,
Preacher
Yeah.
porn.
preacher
So
porn.
you can follow us and you can ask questions and you can check in with us there. That would be wonderful. We'd love to hear your questions and your feedback. Again, our sponsor tonight is SchultzStrong.com. Again, save a 20% discount by checking in with us on one of our social medias, and we'll give you the special code to call and get a 20% discount. Here's some of the product from Health Direct. You remember Jim Karras, who was here last week? These are some of their products that are carried on SchultzStrong.com, the Sculpt and Cleanse the Nature's Optimal, and also Gaspari Nutrition is one of the products that we carry on SchultzStrong.com. If you wish to be a sponsor, request a media pack through our social media or email us at preacherandthepornstar@yahoo.com. Ask us about being a sponsor, and you'll have your name up in lights like you see SchultzStrong.com right there behind our guest, Eric.
She's doing the Price is Right
Awesome,
girl.
Look at that. She's doing that. That's
See?
really, she's
She knows
good
how
at
to
that.
do it.
So we want to thank you so much for
somewhere.
we want to thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight. We had a great time. We had great guests. It's a pleasure, Miss Raquel Devine.
Thank you, and thank you, Nina L.
Thank you.
And thank you, Eric
Thank you.
Root.
Oh.
Such a
Miss
pleasure.
Raquel, I have to say, you are a phenomenal hostess.
And on
The
that
hostess with the
note,
mostest.
And
we'll see you
baby.
next Tuesday night at 7
Okay.
o'clock.
Love you.
I
Thank
love
you
you.
guys. Have a great week.
Okay.
Be kind.
You're listening to Preacher and the Porn Star with Preacher John and Raquel Devine, only on LA Talk Radio.